Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So I have a bit of an update on the Trump situation and Bob Woodward and his book. So as you may or may not know, Bob Woodward is a famous journalist. He conducted 18 interviews with Trump on the record for his book, which was just recently released. It's called Rage. In March, Trump told Bob Woodward, and he just released the audio on this, that he didn't have a lot of time to meet with his infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, to discuss COVID. So take a listen.
Well, he's a very good guy. He's done it before. He's a sharp guy. I think he's 79 years old.
Yes, he is.
Very good.
He's even older than you or me.
Well, listen, when you compare that to Biden and when you compare it to all the, a lot of people we see, right? No, he's sharp. And he's doing a good job. He's a very dedicated guy.
Have you ever sat down alone with him and gotten a tutorial?
Yes, but honestly, there's not a lot of time for that, Bob. This is a busy White House. This is a busy White House. We've got a lot of things happening. And then this came above. Look, we had the greatest economy on earth, the greatest economy we've ever had. And in one day, this thing came in, and we had a choice to make. Close everything up and save potentially millions of lives, hundreds of thousands of lives, or don't do anything and watch and look at body bags every day being taken out of apartment buildings.
Yeah, who told you that? What was
me?
the brief?
I told me that.
So as you heard, he's too busy. Doesn't have a lot of time. A lot going on. A pandemic. We were at the beginning stages of a pandemic, which has now killed over 200,000 Americans. We are up to almost 210,000 Americans dead. But he didn't have the time for it. He has one job above all else, and that is to protect the American people. So this lazy, self-centered, self-absorbed, narcissistic SOB, he had time to play golf. He had time for rallies. In fact, on February 7th, when he told Woodward that COVID was more deadly and airborne, that he knew how dangerous it was. He said, "This is deadly stuff." Those were his exact words. After that, he went on to hold 6 more indoor rallies. From February 7th to March 2nd, he held 6 indoor rallies where he didn't require any masks. Nobody was social distanced. After he told him how deadly it was. And he didn't have time. He didn't have time to talk with his infectious disease expert to learn about this and figure out how to protect the American people. He had time to tweet. He has all kinds of time to tweet. He's had time to go on Fox News for interviews. And this was the same day. This was in the same exact day that he told Bob Woodward that he likes to play it down. Well, maybe he wouldn't have played it down if he took the time to meet with his infectious disease expert and find out exactly what to do and how serious this situation was and how big it could blow up. I've said this again and again. I know men like Trump. They love the fanfare. They love to be out front. They love to be pitching big ideas, the big picture. They have no idea how to get that big picture done. And they sure as hell are not about to sit their asses down and learn about it or actually put in the time and do the work. They let their minions do that. They let other people create and bring their vision to life. Unfortunately, he left Kushner in charge of this. And as we've all learned now, Kushner didn't want to do anything. Kushner told his team that he assembled of mostly young, uninformed, non-experts that he didn't want to do anything because it was mostly hitting blue states. It was mostly hitting Democrat states, and so they could just blame it on the governors. We know that for a fact because a whistleblower came forward and admitted it. So they didn't care at all as long as it was only affecting Democratic states. I hate to tell them, but there's a lot of Republicans in those quote unquote blue states. Even in California, the northern part and the southern part may be overwhelmingly blue, but there's still a lot of Republicans. And there are a concentrated number of Republicans in the central part of California. And now all of a sudden, Trump says he gets it. So take a look at this video that he put out over the weekend.
So it's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing, and I'm going to be letting you know about it.
So now he's learned a lot about the virus. We are now, how many months he learned about it? In January or February of this year? We're now in October. We're now 8 months into this pandemic. And now he's learning about the virus. Now it's very interesting to him. Now he's going to tell us about it after 8 months. After 8 months of us scouring the internet, watching every interview, trying to find out how to protect ourselves and our family. And this moron is just now discovering that, hey, maybe there's something to this. Maybe it's not a Democratic hoax. Oh my God. Oh my God. Seriously? He needs to be tried for murder. I am not exaggerating. He willfully, callously put people's lives at risk because he was too busy playing golf, holding his rallies. He was more concerned, more interested in winning the election than saving lives. The ironic thing is, if he had saved lives, if he had done his job, if he had taken the time to meet with Fauci, to figure things out, to learn about the virus, to put a plan in place, he would be winning right now. But instead, Biden is now up on him by double digits in national polls. He's up in almost all the swing states. They're even freaking out that he might win Texas and Arizona. Unheard of. This man seriously needs, if not murder, unintentional homicide or reckless endangerment or something. But he needs to be held accountable. He didn't give a shit. What he wanted to do, his fun time, his watching Fox News, all of it came before the safety and security of this country. It is beyond reprehensible. Oh my God. All right, guys. As always, like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.